What's going on, guys? It's Ricky with Technical Solutions. First of all, I hope that you guys are all having an amazing day. So for those that don't know who it is that I am, I would encourage you to dedicate maybe 1 or 2 minutes to quickly browse around our YouTube channel. We have a little bit over 100,000 subscribers. We have a little bit over or nearly 80,000 members within our Technical Solutions private group. So if you like surrounding yourself with like-minded individuals and you like sharing ideas and surrounding yourself with people that are going to motivate you and be here for your support and encouragement, then I would encourage you to click I think it's the third link in the description, and it will explain to you step by step, or you'll be able to join. It's our free Facebook group, and then from there on the top pinned post, we have a free group chat, which is where we speak together via voice and then over text on a daily basis. So I'm going to go ahead and break down today kind of what has led to my success in the past 2 days. This is me sharing my experience and hope that it can spark some interest and truly guide some of you in the right direction. Not only has it led to my success and the discipline and the structure that I've been able to implement for myself, but I'm also going to showcase a couple of our traders that are part of our private group chat, and the not just hundreds, but in the thousands of dollars that we were able to make today, and yesterday, due to the reversal and due to the patience that we had for specific stocks and ETFs that we were trading. So let's go ahead, and I'm going to try to not speak so quick because I know that's something that a lot of people talk to me a lot about, that they think I speak a little bit too quick, but I'm going to try to get straight to the point. So first of all, for those that are wondering kind of like what my trades were and stuff like that, I was mainly focusing for this week alone on ETFs. That was with JDST. If you guys follow me on Instagram, the link is down below if you guys don't already. One of the main stocks that I traded today was JDST. I day traded it twice and I posted. If you're part of the private group, then I call out every single time that I'm about to take a position. But if you follow me on Instagram, then I also post my earnings as well. So one of the things that you could have seen on Instagram is, let's see if I could actually make it pop up right now. So let's go ahead and have these pop up. Boom, boom, boom. So hopefully you guys have been having pretty solid days as well. I know the overall Learn Plan Profit Group has been doing exceptionally well. So I wish and hope the best for each and every single one of you. So let me go ahead and quickly cover this. Let's see if I can do it. I had to put this together like super quick because I don't have much time. My roommates are about to come home and stuff like that. So this was one of my positions on my Fidelity account. So it's a little bit over $200. This one's $431. This was my position yesterday. This was my position yesterday. And then the $132 was one of my day trades for JDST today. And then this is my DGAS position for the $440.80. So I just quickly wanted to kind of showcase and talk about, my profits, we can talk about that all day, but realistically what's important is you really like the understanding and the foundation of what has led to my success. So you can see I ended the day a little bit higher. I took another position on the pullback, which I called out if you're part of the Learn Plan Profit Group. So I need this thing to go away. There we go. So one of the things that I noticed is that JDST, one of my alerts went off. It broke below the middle VWAP. It bounced off the bottom VWAP. I took a position and it started to rise. I'm up very little, but the reason that I saw so much potential in this one is if you do a 5-day analysis, you can see you can quickly determine the low points and the high points. So it has a resistance at $55, and it's been showing signs of an ascending uptrend pattern. It's kind of like this bull flag pattern leading up to that $55 price point. So one of the things that I really liked about this was that, here, let me close this out real quick, was that, the support that's nearly where the support was at. So being able to buy the pullback, and the resistance was anywhere around from $54 to highs of 55. So my first position today ended up being not exactly where I wanted it to. So that was when it broke kind of above the middle VWAP and the EMA. That was around $52. And then I covered at around 53.30 if I'm not mistaken. Let me go ahead and see. I don't think it's going to tell me where I sold, but I covered $132 profit. You can see that I'm up an additional $16, which put me at like 148 and stuff like that. But realistically, I can't count that as profit yet, as I have not covered it. But one of the things that I did determine, and what has led to my success these past couple of days, has been the overall understanding and truly waiting for the confirmation of an uptrend pattern. So not focusing on trying to get into a position every single day, but making sure that whatever stock or ETF that I'm investing in, that I understand the pattern, that it's trending up and above the 180-day EMA. Every single position that I took, I understood the pattern. I've traded it before. I've had experience with it, and it is also trending up. It's showing signs of a potential uptrend. It is showing signs of a resistance at $55, but one of the things that I have really liked about JDST is that it's been showing signs of an uptrend pattern and that it pulls back. It's we call it a bull-flag pattern if you're familiar with it, and the overall resistance at $55. So I did, a risk to reward ratio, and I was able to calculate, nearly a almost 8% potential for profit for a 1 to 2% potential for loss. The risk was worth it for me, and that's why I decided to take a position. One of the other ones that we've been trading quite often was DYAZ, and I covered half of my position on DYAZ when it was starting to show signs of a reversal. And the reason that I started to, cover some of my profits was because it has not had a red day since it broke above the 180-day EMA. And one of the things that when it comes down to swing trading is, pullbacks are inevitable. And I just wanted to make sure that I was prepared for that I covered some of my profits, especially as it was at $24. That was a previous support. Understanding that, do you see how it's bounced at $24 multiple times? Well, understanding that that was a previous support, I knew that it was most likely going to become a resistance level. And if it, it's most likely, hopefully it holds, but if it doesn't, it most likely will pull back to the EMA line. And I wanted to make sure that I, covered some of my profits. I waited for the pullback. I could re-enter and then, scalp it back up. And that made much more sense to me. Again, I would much rather cover profits, wait for the pullback, or even if it continues to trend up, I could always get back in. Don't be afraid to cover your profits. Don't be afraid that, there's, much more margin left. If you see that it's at a potential resistance level, if it makes sense on why this would be an ideal sell point, then be smart, cover profits. You could always jump back in, and ultimately, I'd much rather cover profits too early than not cover enough and then end up being in the red. I think that's one of the worst feelings when it comes down to overall, being in the green, being greedy. You didn't cover profits, it pulls back, and then you end up being in the red, and then having to cut your losses, and then you end up getting discouraged and all that stuff. So that's a little bit about myself. One of the things that I wanted to show you guys was that a couple of our traders, so this is the Tech with Solutions main chat. So if you make your way on over here to the Learn Plan Profit group, so only the people that are part of the course have access to this. So one of the things that I wanted to showcase was the traders today and their profits. So we have, so this is one of our newer traders, and he was able to cover 14% growth today. Matt has absolutely, I gave him a shout out on our Instagram. I've been giving him a shout out every single day because he's been making ridiculous amount of profits every single day. So anywhere from $300 to $500 a day. So you could see on the day he's up $540. So huge shout out to him. He's doing all his due diligence. He's trading stocks that he sees value in. And sometimes I'm in on, I was in on JDST and he was in on JNUG, and he came out on top a couple days ago. I think it might have been JDST or JNUG or UGAZ. I'm not too sure. So, but yeah, so I just want to give him a huge shout out. All these different traders, 5% growth on the day. We have a couple traders with 16% growth on the day. We have another trader with, 19% growth on the day, 1,000. So huge shout out to her, $1,900 profit. Again, the 13% growth. So right here we have the $202. I think, not too sure what that one was, but so we have on the past week $2,500, nearly 35% growth. So on Diaz, again, huge. Huge growth. JD, do want to give you a huge shout out. So JD was able to cover, yesterday he covered $800 profit. I gave him a shout out. He was able to cover today $467 profit. So huge shout out to you. 6.6%. Again, these are all today. 1.96%. So $115 there. Huge shout out to Aline. She was able to cover $621 profit. So again, that was on her position for DGAZ alone. And then we got right here 7.57% profit. We got 463 profit the past week. Again, it looks like it's just one of the things, like, we can continue going down the list and we can see all the profits that some of our traders have made. And ultimately, it's great to talk about profits, and it's great to talk about, what has worked well for us. But, oh, looks like there's a car alarm. But ultimately, one of the things that I want to make sure that you guys focus on is we all have different sized accounts, right? And we all see value in different ways. So for a day that someone might experience a $100 profit day, that might be exceptional for them. And it could have been a 50% growth. But for me, if I'm trading with $10,000, a $100 day means that I only grew my account 1%. So just understand that just because I'm making the $1,000 in the 2 days doesn't mean that, first of all, that I make that every 2 days, or ultimately that, that you can do it too if you have like a $1,000 account. I'm not saying that it's impossible. I just want to be realistic with you guys. One of the things that I know that every single person can do is if you provide that structure on a consistent basis. So these are my rules for the people that I mentor and that are part of my private group. So the people that are enrolled in the course. Every week, I speak to them every single day. So we have a daily voice chat where I jump right when the market opens and we speak together as a group. I talk about the stocks that I see value in. They ask me questions and they talk about the stocks that they see value in. It's a very simple format and we have fun every single day doing it. One of the things that I ask every person to do is on a weekly basis, you pick the top 1 or 2 stocks that you see value in that's actively trending up and that's going to get you to your weekly goal. So you're keeping it very simple. You're airing out all noise and you're focusing on what it is that you see value in. If you're trading based off of alerts, if you're trading based off other people's opinion, then realistically, you're someone that is looking to be fed, not necessarily doing your own due diligence and doing your own hunting for your own stock. Let's say I'm not here tomorrow, or the overall networking ability to network and get your alerts is not here tomorrow. Now you have to rely on yourself, and you don't have the skills nor the resources on how it is that you can utilize to scan for stocks or to find stocks on your own. So that's one of the biggest areas of opportunity that I can recommend for someone that's just starting out or looking to become a more consistent and profitable trader is take the step and take the initiative in learning how to scan for stocks and how to determine good quality stocks that's going to get you to your weekly goal. Today I had an amazing day. It was 500 and the profits that I covered was $575 on the day, and that's an amazing day. My average is anywhere from 250 to 300, and I would be more than happy. But I've been doing very well, and I've been going a little bit heavier on my positions, and that's what has led to my success. So just because I make a certain amount doesn't mean that you have to work towards. There's people that in my group that make much more than I do, and there's people that make much less than I do. So ultimately, make sure that you're working towards your own weekly goal, that you're setting up certain stocks on a weekly basis that are going to get you there, so that you're doing your own due diligence, and make sure you understand how important it is to understand the overall pattern and to manage your risk along the way. So I just wanted to remind you guys that, mainly because you guys are going to be watching this video, that first of all, you guys have been doing an amazing job with the stocks that we're investing in. We're kickstarting February 2018 on a great note, right? Already up $1,000, so $575 on the month, which is a great start. Let's make sure that we keep the momentum going, but that we do not overtrade, and that every position that you take, that you understand your entry, exit, and stop loss before you actually take that position. So know where it is that you're going to sell, where it's a good sell, and know where it is that you're going to cut losses if that stock does not go according to plan. You have to know that before you take the position. If you entered a position, and this is the most frustrating question that I get. Hey Ricky, where should I cover profits? Or hey Ricky, where should I stop loss out? You should have known that before you invested your hard-earned money. And if you have not, then you are not doing your own due diligence when it comes down to actually investing in the stock market. So if you're someone that really wants to work towards like another source of income, or wants to do this full-time, or wants to do this part-time, I would encourage you to click the first link in the description and just learn a little bit more about what it is that we do. Ultimately, we do have the free group as well, so you can learn with these nearly 80,000 people that we have within TechBit Solutions about how it is to get started in investing in the stock market. But if you would like to work with me on a daily basis, if you like the way that I break things down, and if you think that I can be that person that holds you accountable for all your trades, I'm still not going to tell you where to buy. I'm still not going to tell you where to sell, but I will teach you how I scan for stocks, how I find them. I'll speak to you on a daily basis, and I'm here to answer any questions on a daily basis as well. So I just wanted to remind you guys that it's not impossible to be able to do this on a consistent basis. You don't have to be day trading every single day to make decent growth. Set a goal for yourself: 3, 5, 10% on a weekly basis. See what stocks offer that margin that are actively trending up. Filter all those out, focus on 1 or 2, stay very micro-focused, set up a plan, and then take action. It's a very simple breakdown, but it's that structure and discipline that people lack in the most. And that's why I created this private group, so I can assist and be that backbone that a lot of these people need. So ultimately, just wanted to thank you guys, let you guys know that you guys are all amazing, and that I hope that you guys are going to be ending the week and starting February on a green note. And if there's anything that I can do that you think can guide you in the right direction, then please feel free to let me know in the comment section, and I would love to create either a video or respond to it in any way that I can. So if you guys didn't watch yesterday's video about, it was a pre-filmed EMA video, so it's about the exponential moving average. I would highly recommend for you to watch that, especially if you're looking into getting into swing trading and even day trading itself. So thank you guys again so much for your time. I hope that you guys all have an amazing and green month. If you guys have not liked and subscribed already, I would greatly appreciate it. And most importantly, I want to remind you guys that even if you're red, even if you're green, just stay consistent, manage your risk. And if you can control and minimize how much money it is that you lose, and you focus on overall uptrending stocks, and always the potential profit is much greater than the potential loss, then it would make sense mathematically on why it is that you can start growing your account, even if it's 5 or 10% a month, regardless of what it is. Get the ball rolling, focus less on the dollar value and more on the percentage growth. So just wanted to remind you guys that you guys are all amazing, and it doesn't take a genius to do this. It just takes someone that's disciplined and willing to work towards a goal. So like we always end our live streams, okay Google, play Gucci Gang. We have to end it fun, right? Because I'm pretty boring. So I hope that you guys have an amazing time. And like always, continue working hard, continue following your dreams. Let your passion be what drives in your success. And just like Yeatle said, oh, it's really low. Okay, Google, 100% volume. We have to make it loud, right? All right, guys. So boom, boom, boom. Another day, another dollar. Hope you guys all have an amazing day. Like always, let's make sure that we end the year on a green note. Take it easy, team. Gucci gang, 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 Gucci gang.